Welcome in, everybody. It's Main Street to Daytime. Happy Farmin' FriYay. We're going to meet an FFA kid who is just spectacular. She is part of our spotlight, and we're going to talk about that and a way that you can save money for some good winter gear. Maybe you don't know about, there is an organization called Key Apparel, and they have some wonderful farming gear. And even if you just want to be outside in the cold and maybe play in the snow, for the entire family, Key Apparel. And if you're a member of the Tennessee Farm Bureau, you can get a special discount. We'll tell you about that coming up a little bit later in the show. We're going to talk about how to keep your kids safe when they're sleeping. Infants and sleep, big deal. And the numbers are staggering of the children that we lose every year because of different reasons about sleeping and how to put them in a crib and how to leave them, and things happen. But we want to know the rules about that and how to keep our kids safe and our grandkids. And when they come and visit, we're going to talk traffic in Murfreesboro, and we're going to kick things off with our pet of the week right after this from Mid-South Exteriors.
Mid-South Exteriors.
Leave the bugs outside and bring the sunshine in. We build custom sunrooms that match your house perfectly. We also do siding and trim, gutters and downspouts, and our Energy Star replacement windows can qualify you for $500 from the TVA. We don't support a big fancy showroom, so we can come to you, sell direct to you for less. For the lowest prices from a name you can trust, call us or visit us at
MidSouthExteriors.com.
Oh, that's my friend Brenda Fielder. Go give her a call. Their family's been doing this for 4 generations. You know, I'm going to say hi to Lorraine, my favorite volunteer over at Rutherford County Paws. This is our pet of the week. His name is Griffin, and he's 5 years old. He has been at the Rutherford County Animal Care and Control since October. He went in as a stray, and he knows a lot of basic commands. But since October, he has not had one single meet and greet. Look how handsome this guy is. He's very athletic, and look at that smile. He smiles. He's so excited for a family. Now, if you do go in to adopt a dog, especially a larger dog, and there are other dogs in the household, they ask that you bring those dogs in and let them meet there at the shelter. If you have children under the age of 18, let them come in and meet the dog as well. And Griffin looks like he's a fine dog and needs to go to a nice home and give him a happy new year in his forever home. What do you think? Rutherford County Paws is open again for the new year. They'll open up right after New Year's Day. So take a look at that. But I like these happy ending stories. Now on the 21st, this big fella, this Saint Bernard, went home, and this is his new forever home. Is that not the cutest picture you've ever seen? Rutherford County Paws is in Murfreesboro, and you can find out all the information about the fantastic dogs that they've got there just by going to their website or their Facebook page, and they keep it up to date all the time.
Get ready to run, jog, or walk in the annual New Year's Day 5K. This family-friendly race will be held on January 1st at 10 a.m. at Barfield Crescent Park. This event will be electronically timed, and all participants will receive a souvenir shirt and medal. There will also be age group winners in the male and female categories. So kick off the new year with a healthy start and join us for the New Year's Day 5K. To register, visit www.murfreesboroparks.com.
What a good cause to be part of raising money for Murfreesboro Parks. Tennessee Department of Health has done a lot of informative videos about this subject, and I'm sorry that they had to, but we don't instinctually know if we're a new mom, a new dad, or maybe grandma or grandpa is babysitting. And you don't always realize that there is a safe sleep regimen for infants. A lot of folks have new babies this holiday season, and many celebrated their very first Christmas. This important public service announcement is brought to you by the Tennessee Department of Health.
We brought home a healthy baby boy, 7 pounds, 7 ounces. We lost him. He was sleeping on his belly. The last picture I took of him was on June 6th in his new pajamas. I have 472 pictures of him. That's what I've cataloged of his short life, but I'm glad I got to spend all of it with him.
Remember the ABCs of safe sleep. Babies should sleep alone, on their backs, and in a crib. Learn more at safesleep.tn.gov.
Safe sleep .tn.gov. I had no idea there was a need for even a website like that, but there is. And our way is that's just such a sad story. I can't even imagine what you go through if you are a new parent or a guardian of a child and you lose them in that horrible way. And just looking at ways to make their lives more safe. We try to inform you of all sorts of things like that. Does it inform? Does it inspire? Those are the two things that we want to have here at Main Street today. We're going to talk a little bit about Murfreesboro. They have a new series Murfreesboro Television has called the Murfreesboro Traffic Minute. And then after that, we're going to talk about Christmas tree recycling in that area.
We highlight the intersection of New Salem Highway and Middle Tennessee Boulevard. Motorists traveling north on Middle Tennessee wanting to turn left on New Salem. There are 2 left turn lanes. In peak hours, the left lane backs up and blocks the turn lane of motorists traveling south wanting to turn left on Old Salem Road. This is a violation. You must stay in the right turn lane until it's lawful to move into the left turn lane. Murfreesboro police officers are citing motorists for improper lane use, improper passing, and reckless driving. These tickets can cost between $130 to $160 and up to 8 points on your driving record. Officers will have a heavy presence in this area between the hours of 4 to 6 p.m. They recommend during peak hours to give yourself more time and be patient.
Once the holiday season wraps, you're probably thinking how you dispose of your live Christmas tree. Well, the city offers free Christmas tree recycling. Rutherford County residents can drop off live Christmas trees Monday through Friday from 6 a.m. to 2 p.m. at the city's solid waste department located at 4765 Florence Road. The city will also have a drop-off location at Cannonsburg Village in front of the antique tractor display. Please be sure your tree is completely bare and free of tinsel, lights, ornaments, and flocking. For more information, contact the solid waste department at 615-893-3681 or the street department at 615-893-4380.
If you were in another county, if you're in Wilson County, for instance, you go Wilson County Christmas Tree Recycling. Just do a quick Google and you can find out all the places where you can recycle your trees. Maybe you're in Robertson County. Maybe you have a friend who has goats at their farm. Well, a little bit of Christmas tree recycling, goats can do for you as well. And they love some pine needles and things like that. Just every now and then for a little treat. I wouldn't take like a whole stack of them, but if you have your tree and you have someone with a goat and you want to gift them this wonderful little tree, that is something you just, hey, knock on the door and say, hey, would your goats like to recycle my tree? I'm sure they'll be glad, but make sure, like they said, no ornaments, no tinsel, no flocking if you're going to recycle it that way, and make sure that all the lights have been removed. Everything is off the tree. If you've got any tinsel left or anything like that, can be damaging to an animal or to any of your recycling programs that they use at some of the parks. They take the trees and recycle and put them through a chipper, and then they can put those evergreen chippings along the trails. And oh, it is so nice if you're riding horses on some of our riding trails, or you're walking or running. Really, really, really nice. And it smells so good. So good. Well, the Tennessee Farm Bureau has some wonderful, wonderful students involved in the FFA and 4-H programs. We're going to meet one now.
My name is Lainey Hutchison from the Crockett County FFA chapter in Alamo, Tennessee. My SAE project is in the area of equine science. I started teaching horse riding lessons in high school. What started out with just 2 students turned into 8 to 10 students per week. I love teaching with the horses and getting to share my love with my students. My lessons range from basic riding lessons to lessons where I teach barrels, poles, roping, goat tying, or just anything that my student wants to learn. We had discussed ways to share our farm with our community in the past, and I thought this would be a great way to do that. My goal was to have just a couple of camps with 12 kids attending each one. The response to my camps quickly exceeded my expectations. I ended up filling 16 to 20 spots and hiring extra people to help. These camps also helped grow my lesson business because kids were wanting to come out to the farm more. I started this project to share my love of agriculture with kids in my community. This also created a way for me to support my passions and be financially independent. My greatest challenge has been balancing everything with my goats, horses, and all my other critters. I am able to go to school full-time, rodeo, and work. However, it has been a challenge to learn to manage my time efficiently. My parents have been very helpful to me. I am very thankful for being raised the way my parents raised me. They both have superior work ethics, and I look up to both of them for that. My parents have always supported me in everything that I do, and I know I can always go to them for advice. My ag background led me to joining FFA. Without my advisors, none of these opportunities would have happened. They have shown me more of what FFA is and have made it mean a lot more to me. The greatest thing I have learned through my SAE is establishing patience, financial management, and balancing my work life. With kids, jobs can be challenging sometimes, but it is also very rewarding getting to see my students succeed and my hard work pay off. FFA has meant a lot to me. When I started, I never would have thought it would have led me to where I am. Being in the FFA for 5 years has taught me many valuable lessons, and it has opened more doors for my business. I have been able to meet a lot of people and establish lifelong relationships with people in the ag industry that will stick with me for the rest of my career. I currently attend the University of Tennessee at Martin and am pursuing a farm and ranch degree while being on the rodeo team. I'm not 100% sure of what my future holds, but I plan to continue my camps and hopefully go into more ag tourism and expand on what I have already established. I also hope to continue to educate and share my love with others.
Oh my gosh, didn't you love that story? What an enterprising young lady. That's just part of the FFA students that you meet every day in Middle Tennessee and around the Tennessee Farm Bureau. That is also the namesake for our wonderful agricultural center right here in Wilson County. And I love that they have that. And right now they have a special running with Key Apparel. If you're a member of the Tennessee Farm Bureau, I love a bargain. So look, just listen up. If you want some good winter apparel, Key is amazing. KeyApparel.com. You can get 10 to 20% off based on what the article is if you're a member of the Tennessee Farm Bureau by going to KeyApparel.com. Plus you get free shipping on orders of $75 and up. So I wanted to go and find out what Key Apparel does and what they have. And I found out that they have a spotlight on some of the people that use their products, including some of their farmers. And I love this. They're called Key Heroes. And I thought I'd share that story with you real quick.
Simply Country Ranch has been a part of our family for 7 generations. It is centered around family and tradition. I think that it is unique that we can say that the land has been passed on for our family for so long. We had started our own farm in Idaho at about 20 acres, and we just fell in love with being able to build something much bigger than ourselves. We wanted to move down to Oklahoma and take over the family ranch. Just having a legacy of a generational ranch is an inspiration. I love the idea of picking up for where my grandfather has left off. He passed away about 20 years ago, and the land has been sitting idle ever since. And so I'm excited to see that it is coming back to life.
I wanted to be able to be self-sustaining. I wanted to be able to survive and grow my own food. And ranching is what I chose to do. It's what I enjoy. It's my passion. To be able to get to do what you want to do in life is a blessing. I knew nothing about farming or ranching before we started. I think it used to be common knowledge of how to have a garden, how to raise livestock. I mean, kids just knew that. You grew up knowing that. We're so far away from that now. I think we need to get back into that. Kids need to know about that, understand where their food comes from, and how to do it if they had to.
The name comes from wanting to get back to the simple times by by inviting the community to come out and experience the country through ag tourism. Coming to Simply Country Ranch gives them the opportunity to see what it's like to live on a farm and a ranch and understand the ins and outs of what a farmer does and understand where your food comes from. We choose every day to give everything that we have. We work pretty much 7 days a week, all hours of the day. Hard work is just something ingrained in us. I would like to hope that my grandfather is proud of what we have accomplished, to see that somebody else is seeing his vision and being able to make it come to life. And so we're excited that we can continue on with that legacy.
I loved that story. It's called Key Heroes, and it's from an organization, a company called Key Apparel. And keyapparel.com is how you find out about that. If you're a member of the Tennessee Farm Bureau, you can use and get a discount right now, 10 to 20% off and free shipping on orders $75 and up. So I thought that was fantastic. And it's not just if you're a farmer. If you go outside and you want something that you can go out and be in the winter weather in, they've got fantastic things that you can get. And I just fell in love with the company, and I just discovered them this week. Well, I'll tell you who I didn't discover, and that's Bridgette Tatum. She's fantastic. She's on fire, and she's going to be part of the Saturday lineup on December 30th this weekend at Backstage Nashville.
Mr. Jason Aldean recorded this song, and it went #1 for me, and one of y'all liked it because it beat out Pink's ringtone, and I got upset about that until BMI sent me a check, and then I was like, sorry, Pink, you're just going to have to catch it next time. Thank you for having me. But I'm gonna dedicate this to you, Bridgette, and all the country girls, because we needed a country song, and we got one. And I love singing it, and I'll never ever not love singing it. So thank you for letting me do this for you, and thank you for being here. I hope y'all have a really, really great time in Nashville, Tennessee. shoes. From the cowboy boots to a down home route, she's country. From the songs she plays to the prayers she prays, that's the way she was born and raised. Ain't afraid to stay country. Yeah, nothing but country. She's all about the country. From the backwoods, she's a homegrown, down to the bone, she's country. Thank you so much for having me. God bless y'all.
That's how it's done, y'all. How about Bridgette Tatum?
Bridgette Tatum will be on stage tomorrow. The doors are at 11:15. The show starts at 12:15, and have a big old time. And we'll bring in the new year early, like really early, like before New Year's Eve early. But that's okay, because that's the way I like to do it. You know, the UT Extension Service has all sorts of fun things that they do, and I love this story. We're going to squeeze in a few of the holiday stories that we didn't have time for on our Christmas show or last week, and so many cool things. I love when homemakers get together and create what they create. And this group, I just absolutely loved what they did. A group of seniors who created a lot of really fun events and fun products for the holiday.
Baked goods, crafts, and holiday decorations. Just a few things you will find for sale at the FCE Homemakers Holiday. The event is co-hosted by local Henry County Extension agents and members of Family and Community Education, or FCE clubs, providing handmade goods and homemade desserts for a good cause.
Homemakers Holiday has been going on for about 17 years, and it was just something that the clubs wanted to do. It was time for them to come together and do something fun, festive, and raise money for our community.
Michelle Atkins, County Director of UT Extension Henry County, has assisted with the sale for over a decade. All proceeds go directly to benefit more than a dozen nonprofits in the Henry County area. It's the season of giving, and each year, members from 4 FCE clubs look forward to paying a little kindness to the organizations that work hard helping others.
Each club probably raises close to $1,500 at this event.
It helps out so many local, like I said, local charities. And last year we included the animal shelters, so I was tickled about that. I think they just look forward to it, the charities do.
These nonprofits serve the over 30,000 residents in the county. They do not receive income for their services, so it takes donations both big and small to keep their doors open. Carly Weed is the county director and therapist at the Henry County Carl Perkins Center for the Prevention of Child Abuse.
We've been receiving funds from FCE Club for several years now. It's been at least 5 years. So when children come to us because they have trauma, we have to provide free therapy, free forensic interviewing, and free victim advocacy. So those services go directly towards those operating funds.
Donations are also given to local backpack programs, food banks, scholarship programs, and more. FCE volunteers say that these funds are only made possible thanks to shoppers in the community.
We just hope it grows, every year, because the more money we raise, the more that we can donate and the more we can give.
Seasonal delights and tasty sweets that make a big difference. Just one way that UT Extension is giving back this holiday season. This is Tate Cronin reporting.
I love the UT Extension Service. Every county in Tennessee has a UT Extension Service. They have free programs. They have groups like the FCE groups. Maybe you're at home and you go, you know what, I'd like to get a group of friends together. Well, if that's your jam and that's what you do, or maybe you make jam, I don't know, but check out with the UT Extension Service and see if there's something you can get involved in. And then by doing what you like to do and meeting friends you like to hang out with, then you can turn around and help organizations in your neck of the woods. And I just love that. And every single county in Tennessee has it, including right here in Middle Tennessee. And I hope that you'll take advantage of some of those. It's time for a Daily Yummy, and it's brought to us today by our friends at Community Coffee. Oh, this is a good one, y'all. Breakfast tomorrow? Let's just take a look. And they have coffee at Community, pecan pumpkin pie coffee. Y'all, did that? You know, if you're like me, it's the holidays and you kind of want a pie. You go, I like pecan pie and I like pumpkin pie. And I can't decide on which one. How about both of them in the same pie? Didn't that look yummy? When you are making pecan pie, it's one of the easiest ones to do, but it is the easiest one to burn. I'm just going to tell you those, and a burned pecan pie, not good. Don't forget this weekend, a very cool specialty boutique is happening at the Mill at Lebanon. It's going on, it started yesterday, and then today and tomorrow from 9 to 3 tomorrow. This afternoon, we're going to 6 o'clock. The Unique Specialty Boutique at the Mill at Lebanon. Their sale has got all sorts of wonderful treasures, just in case maybe you delayed your Christmas. Maybe you're having it later. And don't forget, this is coming up January 20th. The TWRA swap meet is coming up, and that's going to be very, very cool. The TWRA.org to find out more information about that. But that's not till the 20th. That's our show for today. Be safe, be kind, and remember you are loved. Have a great weekend, everybody.
We are home, we are family, we are things to do and place to see. Mom and pops, local grown, small business Saturdays. We are Main Street, Main Street, Main Street. We are your Main Street today.